Hello YouTube. So I'm back again. I haven't been on all summer. No excuses as to why. Today I'm back because the school year is about to start up again, and I'm gonna be starting up with more videos. I promise. I'm gonna try to be consistent, but this is 10 things that I wasn't told my senior year. These are a lot of the things that I learned personally. So if you don't like them or you can't relate to them, this, that, or the other, okay. This is just what I wanted to share with the upcoming class of 2017 because I did just graduate, and because I am the latest graduate of, I guess you could say, the public education system or just high school period, that I just wanted to kind of share, what I felt wasn't necessarily told to me my senior year. And I just want to send my little well wishes out to you guys and kind of give you guys some little tips and stuff like that. All right, number one, sleep is for the weak. Y'all, I tell y'all, I love sleep so much. I love sleep so much. But honestly, sleep is impossible your senior year because you got so much to do. And especially for me, I really got like 4 hours of sleep on a weekday, like a night, because I went to a performing arts high school and we had rehearsals, and then I started working, and you got homework, and you got to apply for colleges and scholarships, and you want to keep some type of a social life too, but you keep that more on the weekends, so to say. But it's just all of that together, you're kind of just like, dang, where did the time go? Like, I swear it needs to be more than 24 hours in a day, because like it's just so much that you have to do and not enough time. Even with time management skills, you're still gonna not have a lot of time to sleep your senior year because you have so much to do and you want to make sure that everything goes as smooth as possible. So if sleep is for the weak, I'm not super weak. I probably say like I'm in the middle, because I had to get at least a good 5-6 hours of sleep a night, because I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't. Number two, sometimes you're gonna be alone. Man, for me, that was one of the biggest things that I learned about senior year, was that not necessarily you're gonna be alone as if you're just gonna not have any friends at all, but sometimes you're gonna be alone when it comes to your thought perspective or what you want to do with your life and where you want to go and certain things like that. And sometimes you're going to be alone, or sometimes you're just going to have to be alone to kind of reflect upon yourself on where you want to go and what you want to do, because a lot of people go into senior year and they don't necessarily know where they want to go to school, what they want to do. And sometimes you have to kind of just separate yourself from your friends in order to understand where you're trying to go with yourself. And it's no problem with that. It's no hard feelings towards your friends or anything like that, because at the end of the day, if they a real friend, they'll understand, and it's no hard feelings towards them. You're just working on yourself, and everybody needs that time to themselves to just be like, okay, cool, let me just think about what I'm trying to do, let me see where I'm trying to go, let me see what I need to take, like what steps I need to take in order to get where I'm trying to go. And who's gonna, like, even if I don't have anybody supporting me, I need to know how to support myself in where I'm trying to go and what I'm trying to do, stuff like that. Number three, scholarships are very hard to receive. I tell you guys, honestly, they are hard to receive, because honestly, scholarships, like if you apply for the generic scholarships, then it's usually a monopoly for them. Like, for an example, just like the mainstream scholarships are the scholarships where they don't necessarily look at each and every candidate and they're like, oh, well, they seem like an overall recipient for the scholarship. They're kind of just like, okay, so we got like 1 million people who applied to the scholarship, so what we gonna do is we gonna just, okay, do monopoly. Okay, he got a scholarship, she got the scholarship, stuff like that. And I was a Gates Millennium Scholars finalist. I didn't receive the scholarship, but I was a finalist. And I do have to say that was a more thorough process, and I felt as if I learned so much from just even applying for the scholarship about being more personal when it comes to, applying for stuff, because I'm competing with so many people. And thanks to Romy Williams, shout outs to her, she told me to make sure that when you do your essays and stuff, to make sure that you paint them in order to where no one else can copy it. So I was very, very descriptive in a lot of my essays about what I did and what happened in my life. And it just makes you feel good, because you know that you're being very personal, and that being personal with the people who are able to give you money, it honestly helps. And don't be so personal to it's like you're giving a sob story. You give them insight on what's happened and how you've overcame it and how it's made you the person that you are today, but not just, oh, my life is so sad, please give me money so I can go to school. No, don't do that. Just make sure, give them insight on what happened. Tell them what you would do with the money that they would give you, Oh, no. Some told me I should never trying to eat that on camera anyways, whatever. Number 4, the application process for college isn't too hard. It's not hard, it's just strenuous. It takes a minute. And once you understand the whole routine of applying for a scholarship, you can apply, not a scholarship, for college, applying for a school, even though it's different for most schools. Honestly, applying for a school can probably take you a good 30 to 45 minutes once you're actually into the process. After your first few times of applying, you're kind of okay, so they just need my name, this, that, da da da. And make sure that you're having conversations with your parents in order to know what they need to give you in order to fill out stuff if they're not filling it out with you. So yeah, it's not that hard. It's just a process, and you got to kind of understand a routine, and make sure that you have those essays. Make sure you have 2 generic personal statement essays about what you're trying to do with your life, and your goals, aspirations, stuff like that, in order for the school to get to know you and also know your writing abilities and stuff like that. What did I supposed to go say with number 5? You can procrastinate. Y'all, I'm just gonna be real with you, because that's all I want to be on my YouTube channel, is real. Sorry, my pen fell. But you can procrastinate in high school. I was a serial procrastinator, and at times I did regret it, because it was just oh my gosh, so much going on, oh my gosh. And sometimes my anxiety kicked in, and I'm just okay, I need to actually have some type of organization. But you can procrastinate. I'm not saying for you to do it, but there are times where you're just not gonna have enough time in the world to do everything. And so it's not that you're waiting to the last minute to do so, but you didn't necessarily have a whole bunch of time to do everything you needed to do. So you prioritize what you needed to do in order to make sure that everything that happened, you were able to accomplish it in that order, if that makes sense. So for an example, personal story, a lot of the times, because towards the end of the year, I was working, and sometimes I had to stay after school, and it was so much going on, because I wouldn't get off of work until maybe 10, 11, and it was just okay, I don't have a lot of time. So sometimes in school, I say I got chemistry to say, I would be in a class before, and we're not sitting there doing nothing. I would be in that class doing my homework, or if we were doing something, I would be sneaky about it, and I would try to finish my homework, because it's I finished it. You can't necessarily, I'm pretty sure some of the answers, at least most of the answers, were right, but it's just I finished it, and I didn't necessarily take away from my literature class at that point. So it's kind of just multitasking, because it's so hard. It's difficult, y'all. It's difficult to juggle a lot. When you get to your senior year, and if you have a job, even if you've had a job your junior year, you'll probably already have the swing of things, but it's just it's a little harder your senior year, because especially if you're trying to take a whole bunch of AP classes and stuff like that, you're going to be putting so much work onto yourself, and you kind of just want to, like, you know, kind of just lay low a little bit when it comes to, you know, trying to do a whole bunch of stuff, because you're not going to have a whole bunch of time. What am I talking about? I don't even know what to talk about anymore. Okay, I'm just going to go on to the next subject. Yeah, but you can't procrastinate, guys, but just make sure that you're doing it in a good way, and, like, you know, you're not doing it all the time. Don't make it a habit. Number 6, you're gonna cry at least one time. Y'all, I tell you guys, I cried 2 times, and I cried in front of my music theory teacher, Mr. McPherson, both times. And I cried for different reasons, but you're not gonna necessarily cry because, oh my god, senior year is just terrible. Because I mean, I didn't have the best senior year, but you're gonna cry because you're gonna miss some of the memories that you won't necessarily have. So only with my camera cut off in the middle of me filming. But I was talking about crying, I believe. I was talking about Mr. McPherson and how I cried on him twice, and how you'll cry about the memories that, you know, you'll never be able to make again, because, you know, some things are once in a lifetime experiences and stuff like that. Like, I cried during my last musical because I was like, I don't think I'll ever do a musical again in my life. So you're gonna cry sometimes, you know. You might cry at graduation, you might cry at baccalaureate, you might cry at prom, you might cry in senior breakfast, you might cry, I didn't go to my senior breakfast, I was getting my hair done for prom, but you might cry sometime throughout the year where you're just like, dang, this is real, bro. Or you might be crying because, dang, this is hard, bro. Or you might be crying because, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. You might cry at your proposal, who knows. But yeah, you're gonna cry, but it's okay. Crying is healthy. And you know what? This is the gag. Number 7 is you'll be okay. Because honestly, nothing is so difficult that it won't pass. And that's the beauty of life. You're gonna experience stuff, and you're gonna go through things that you might believe is just the end of the world. Oh my God, I'm gonna just die because it's just too much. But it's not too much. You gonna go and be better. You're gonna go through better experiences. You might go through worse experiences. And that's the beauty about life, is that you don't know what you're about to experience next necessarily. And so don't just think it's the end of the world, because don't be sad about it. Just take it as a learning lesson and keep on pushing about it, okay? You'll be okay. You're gonna do great things in life. You're gonna be amazing. You're gonna inspire people. You're gonna be beautiful young spirits in this generation, okay? I'm talking to you. You. I'm talking to you. You. I'm talking to you. You. Oh, my back hurt. My brother's looking at me, guys. But yeah, talking to you guys. You're gonna be great people in this world. Number 8, in your free time, research. That's honestly you're probably like,
research boring. Like, why are we research? I'm being known with friends.
Research is actually better than you think. It's so fun because research isn't just typing in something and reading a long article about something. Research could be you going on YouTube and looking at people from your school who have already been there and who are talking about their experiences from that school. For an example, Hampton. I'm going to Hampton University, and I was finding people who are already who have lived in my dorms that I'm going to be living in. I saw the inside of my dorms already without even going to school, because that's the gag. People like to record, and you take that for advantage. But honestly, research is so fun. It doesn't have to be just reading. You can look at vlogs, you can look at videos, you can talk to people who go there, you can talk to people who are in your major or who just go to the school and see how they feel about it, and get like an overall feel of the school and the energy and the vibe that you get from the school, and or scholarships or just anything, internships, anything. Just research it and try to get more close to it and have an understanding of it and feel more comfortable with it. I research on Twitter. Sorry, that might not sound educational, but I research on Twitter. Like, I look up different things, like different little keywords, and I see what people say. And I actually understand like different things that happen with schools. Like Hampton, sometimes, you know, they might not answer the phone a lot of the times. I don't know if you guys heard that, but good if you didn't. But you know, you get the goods and the bads about stuff when you look at stuff on social media, or you just look at the different comments or the different videos on YouTube and stuff like that. I mean, you can YouTube from the school. There are actual people who write their admission statements and stuff like that. You can look at the school for that, but I mean, why look at the school when you can talk to the people? But yeah, research is fun, and honestly, when you're so into research, you might not even know. It might be like 5 hours later, and you're like, dang, I was having a good time. And you get a better understanding. So like when people try to try you up and you don't know nothing, shoot, you be like, well, this is this. Here are the receipts. I looked at this. This is how this person feels about it. And it's all because I did my research. Honestly, it's good, guys. I mean, social media is a good way to research stuff, but you can also research stuff by looking at, you know, contacting the school, contacting admissions, contacting a person, contacting the business. Just research, period. Research is one of the most important things in life. You have an understanding on stuff. Number 9, communication is key. Guys, talk to your parents, talk to your mom, talk to your dad, sister, brother, mother, cousin. Talk to your schools, talk to your high school, and talk to your college, because honestly, if I wasn't trying to keep in contact with my school, I honestly wouldn't be in a dorm right now, because a lot of stuff happens and you just gotta kind of make sure that you're all on the same page, because that's one of the most important things, is making sure that you good and that everybody else around you is good on, you know, what their part is in order to get where you need to be. For an example, my mom. I was like, Mom, give me all the information that I need so we understand what I need to do, how I need to fill it out, this, that, and the other, in order for me to apply for fast food or apply for school and stuff like that. You know, you just need to make sure that you have an understanding and a good communication system with whoever you're with or whoever's around you, in order for you to understand, you know, for them to help you, basically. Help me help you. Talk to your counselors if they need to write recommendations, or if you need to help on something. Talk to your mom. Talk to the schools. Talk to people who go there. Just talk. Communication is key. Number 10, don't give up on yourself and don't overexalt yourself. I know people who took like 5, 6 AP classes their senior year, and honestly, I wasn't that person. I took like 3. I wanted to take 2, and that was already enough for me. Don't overexalt yourself. If you weren't the person who took a whole bunch of AP and honors classes throughout high school, don't decide to take a whole bunch your senior year, because you're going to regret it and you're not going to have fun. You're going to be swamped in work and you're going to cry because you're like, oh my God. So just don't do that. You know, just make smart decisions to where you can have a comfortable senior year, you can have fun, and you're not swamped in work all the time. And make sure that if you have a job as well, that you try to organize and prioritize and, you know, stuff like that, all that good jazz. But I think that's all for this video. I talk a lot, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. But if y'all have any questions, feel free to comment down below any other questions about senior year. If you have any questions, I'll be willing to answer them and give you my perspective on things. A lot of people think differently, but that's okay, because it's life. So yeah, feel free to comment down below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Congratulations to the class of 2017. I can't wait to see all the great things that everyone does. You guys are gonna be amazing, and you're a great class for my school. But honestly, 2017, everybody I know has been great people. So good luck your senior year. You're gonna have a whole bunch of fun. Have fun for me, because I didn't have a whole bunch of fun. And you know, just have fun. Enjoy your senior year. Enjoy your last year of high school, because you're about to go into the real world. So I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe with your friends. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.